It's your girl, Mrs. Tony Two Times, and I'm back with another episode of Hood Tales. In this video, let's take it to New Orleans, Louisiana, to discuss the tragic loss of Jonathan Brooken following a messy breakup with his ex-girlfriend. But before we get into this video, I'd like to say thank you to our supporters. We appreciate you and we hope you stick around. If you'd like to support the channel monetarily, you can find the information on the screen. And to support us for absolutely no cost, please hit that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and join the Tony Two Times family. Tap that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. This video is sponsored by yours truly, Mrs. Tony Two Times, and my new YouTube channel. Make sure you check it out and support me. I'll leave the link to it in the description box below. And be sure to share this video with everyone you know. Stay tuned until the end to hear all the details. Everything in this video is alleged. Alright, let's get into it. 32-year-old Jonathan Brooken was vibrant, fun-loving, energetic, and family-oriented. He loved to laugh and joke. He was the family comedian and was a class clown. Jonathan's classic move was the Carlton dance, from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to the Tom Jones song, It's Not Unusual. Jonathan and his siblings grew up in New Orleans East, but relocated to the West Bank of Jefferson Parish after Hurricane Katrina in 2005. He attended Helen Cox High School, where he played football in the fall and tuba in the marching band during Mardi Gras parade season. He became a truck driver after graduating in 2010. In his spare time, Jonathan's passion was cars, specifically Dodge Chargers. But his main focus was being a father to his 5 children. He had 4 daughters and 1 son. Jonathan started dating 32-year-old Sabrina Honore. Sabrina also had children of her own. Not long after dating, Sabrina was pregnant and said Jonathan was the father. Their relationship lasted less than a year when Jonathan decided to end things between them. The couple was having issues, and Jonathan also had questions about whether he was the father of the baby. According to reports, Sabrina went ballistic and began threatening Jonathan via text and on social media. In this post, Sabrina said, "B, give me my baby birth certificate or I'm pulling up on Sarah's Drive. Screenshot this, Lump and whoever else. I got time today." In this text message on the screen, Sabrina really showed her rage. According to Jonathan's family members, the threats went on for about a week. Then on Monday, January 27th, Sabrina followed through by pulling up on Jonathan at his residence on the 6800 block of Sarah's Drive in Marrero just before 6 p.m. Family members tried to get Sabrina to leave, but she refused. Sabrina's relative, 31-year-old Arthur Thomas, was also alleged to have been with her. Then suddenly, shots went off through the house. 2 of Jonathan's young family members, aged 5 and 6, ran under the bed. Jonathan was hit. Everyone else in the house was unharmed. Jonathan passed away at the scene. Deputies found him inside the house after receiving several reports of gunfire at about 6 p.m. Jonathan's family was devastated and wanted justice for what was done to him. Sabrina was the main suspect, and the family wanted her caught before she could go on the run. According to this post, Sabrina was upset because Jonathan no longer wanted to be with her after Sabrina's first baby daddy allegedly walked in their house on him at 1 a.m. Jonathan then left Sabrina's house. He later went back to his previous girlfriend's house. While Jonathan was at the previous girlfriend's house, Sabrina allegedly slashed his tires as a warning to show that she knew where he was, and then allegedly fabricated a birth certificate story for her and Jonathan's 1-month-old baby, which is the baby in question. So on the day Sabrina showed up, she allegedly came for a $20 birth certificate. The post also alleges she showed up with 2 armed men and left with Jonathan's life. A couple days would go by as the family pleaded with the public to help bring Sabrina to justice. Then on Wednesday, January 29th, Sabrina Honore and Arthur Thomas was arrested and both charged with second-degree hit and obstruction of justice. They're being held without bail at the Jefferson Parish Correctional Center in Gretna. Sabrina and Arthur are both innocent until proven guilty. Fam, this is such a sad situation all around the board. May Jonathan Brooken rest in peace. My deepest sympathies to his family and loved ones. I send them my well wishes during this very difficult time. The family has set up a GoFundMe to help support the Brooken family. I'll leave the link to it in the description box if you feel inclined to donate. The outcome of this situation is absolutely senseless and uncalled for. Sabrina's actions, if responsible, was outrageous. This crash out culture has gotten out of control to the point big grown people don't know how to handle any sort of rejection. You can't force anyone to be with you. If he was questioned in paternity, a DNA test could have solved that. Threats and violence shouldn't be a problem solver if you can't have your way. To be carrying on like that when you have children and something to lose is irresponsible behavior. I can see why Jonathan wanted to end the relationship. It was toxic. As women, we have to remember that it's more important to love and respect ourselves than it is to crash out. Like I always say, anger is destructive in all its ways. And like Tony Two Times says, we have to succeed not to fail, so we don't become another hood tale. Now both Jonathan and Sabrina's children will be without their parents. Just tragic. Fam, I'm going to leave the rest up to you. Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comment section below. Alright fam, that's it for this episode of Hood Tales. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is your girl, Mrs. Tony Two Times. Until next time.